I think it's quite funny that the thing we're going to get cancelled for is already on YouTube. The thing we're getting in trouble for is already out there getting viewed right this second.
Yeah.
Would you do roast battle on Comedy Central if they asked you?
Probably not.
No? Is there no one you'd battle?
Doesn't really fit your MO, does it?
Do you think?
No, I don't think it.
I'm not a particularly strong like joke writer.
I don't mean that. I mean like.
No, I think that.
No, but I mean like he's aggressive and he's fucking towards everyone. All the stuff's aggressive and he's.
Oh, I've got an edge car.
Hey,
hang
on.
No, not since he started wearing orange. He's a different fucking. He's a new beautiful summer flower.
I called Daniel Slosshouse after my last roast battle, and he said yeah. So
right.
if roast battle comes back, which they don't, it doesn't look like it's going to, but if it came back, me and Sloss have both said to the producers like we'd go because he's 2-0 and I'm 1-0, and I was like, no offense to Maisie Adam, but it was fucking, to quote a lunacy rap battle bar, more one-sided than an amputee's dance routine.
Have you become what? Is orange t-shirts make you way more hip hoppy?
Yeah.
Sloss would be good. Sloss would be great.
Yeah, he was really good.
Who
on
the
roast
fuck
battle.
could I do? Like, it's difficult, isn't it?
I could see you doing Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
Nice one. Be like, just to let you know, you can't do any little people lines. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Where's your 6 mates, lad?
Isn't it mad the way I know 2 small people and they've both got the same surname?
Really?
You what?
Tanya Lee and Warwick.
They're the only two you know.
The Davis family.
Do you actually know Warwick Davis? Or you just know?
No, I know of him.
Yeah. Good
And
mate.
of his work.
He's a good mate. Some of my best friends are little people.
The Davis family.
I've got a
You
joke.
don't want to rap battle, a roast battle, a midget.
You would
do
lose.
No.
Yeah, it's such a brutal one because every time you do a midget joke, everyone will be like, lazy. You'd be like, oh, come on.
No, but if you do it in a good way, you'd absolutely murder them. I'd love to rap battle Warwick Davis.
Yeah, but do you not feel like it's a bit of a disadvantage, weirdly, to be taken on a little person? Would the crowd not be like, try not to do a little person joke?
No, I don't. I think at those type of events, they're like, just call him it, lad. Come on, we're all like.
Well, as Warwick, from a Warwick Davis point of view, would it not be a bit like, is this fair?
Look at you normal
Walking
size.
in with a massive target on his small frame.
Yeah, but like, when I battled
You
Deliso,
could be like, I've got the eye, so...
Fucking hell, when he battled Deliso. He sent me the Deliso stuff before he did it. Like, to show me, and oh my God.
when I battled Deliso didn't mention my eye at all. And you could feel people in the room going, fucking talk about his eye, lad. And I like, me and Deliso have got the same agent. And we both spoke to our agents about our stuff. And before it, I spoke to my agent and he was like, it's going to be tight, this, you know. Deliso's got some really good stuff. And I love Deliso. I did a corporate with him yesterday, but...
He is a good joke writer.
He's brilliant.
He's a really good joke writer.
I was very, 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 very over-prepared and wrote some very, very, very roasty battle stuff.
Yeah.
No,
I couldn't see me doing it. Who would your dream roast battle be? Obviously,
I don't want to name her.
We all know.
Okay, we all know. We've done that several times, but beyond that,
I'd like to do Sloss because I think it'd be very, very close. I think he'd be the favourite, but I think I'd work so hard for it that, and if I beat him, I feel like I'd have his respect forever. I feel like I already have with mates and colleagues, but like I feel like he'd be like, ugh, like if I managed to beat him, because Sloss is one of those people who is so unbelievably over the top sound and not even in a fake way that the fact he's so successful, 2 Netflix specials, a HBO special, world tours, done Conan more times than anyone but Conan. I think that's literally a fact as well.
it's pretty impressive from a lad from Edinburgh.
And he's a year older than me, and he's done all of that. And he started comedy when he was like 16. To be that successful, and I don't know one person who's ever said a bad word about him.
No.
It's very hard to battle that guy and win, because he's just sound, and everything you could possibly say about him, he's already said himself on stage. So it's...
And he's not African, and he's not a little person.
Exactly.
So you're going to have to work a little bit harder.
You know what's mad? The way you link being successful to being a knobhead. Never really understood it.
It's not that. It's that
No,
people...
I'm not saying Sloss is a knobhead, but I mean in general, when you think of someone successful, you're saying he's dead sound, and then you spoke about the success.
Yeah, you work backwards.
It's weird how they come together, isn't it?
Public perception is that,
It's a British thing that we don't like people doing well.
No, but I mean, like you're saying,
we
he's
do.
successful, he's probably a knobhead.
No, I'm not saying that he...
Not like not Sloss. I mean, in general, when we look at somebody who's
No,
famous.
I don't think like that, but I just think like being successful, because like it's very difficult. It's the same reason that like footballers think they're above COVID rules and stuff. It's because it's very, very difficult to be successful, especially from a very, very young age, when literally women are throwing themselves at you. You've always got money. You're in rooms of thousands of people who are screaming your name and delighted to see you. That you can't really go through life without that affecting your mentality.
Yeah, that's a demigod life, isn't it? That's not a normal, healthy lifestyle.
Like footballers, when football people are like, oh, he's a bit arrogant, Tim. It's like 50,000 people sing a song, a parody song about him every week. Every time he does his job, 60,000 people scream like mad for 30 seconds.
Yeah, and he gets paid 100 times the national average or 200 times the national...
When I see like...
Pop stars as well. Pop stars have got like... That affects you when you're young. And pop stars are young, aren't they? It's their formative years. So they're making money quicker than they should.
Yeah.
Like there's no apprenticeship, there's no graft. You instantly succeed. If you get to the second album sort of level, then you're set up for life. And what drives a lot of young men is basically impressing women and working to that. I mean, I'm generalizing, but that's true for a lot of young men. And if you get all of that on a plate early, you're literally on a pedestal. You're getting fucking girls, you're getting like money. Of course you're going to be a little knobhead. Yeah. Like the chances are you're going to be by 21 a bit of a dick, and then it becomes like, they're actually sound.
Yeah.
Like it becomes remarkable, like you said, Carl, it becomes remarkable when they're not a prick. Like Heather Mills said that about Paul McCartney when they divorced.
Yeah.
They were like, what was it like to be with Paul McCartney? Obviously it was quite a nasty divorce. And she was like, imagine living with someone, being with someone that has never had anyone say no to them since they were 18 years old.
Yeah.
Imagine that. And he's now, at that point, he was like mid-50s when they divorced, I think. Like, yeah, that will skew your fucking worldview, won't it? When you walk around, and like on a different level.
Yeah, and like, just to sort of tie back into what he's on about is, I'm not, like, if someone's just all right when they're at that level, it's noticeable because, like we're saying, it would go to your head. But, like, we'll stop fucking blowing smoke up his ass in a minute, or I will. Like, he's noticeably sound.
Yeah,
he's not just
he is. Yeah,
like at the end of his Edinburgh shows, and it's funny that we're talking about Sloss so much when the guest today is Kai. At the end of Sloss's Edinburgh shows, he does his Edinburgh show, finishes at 55 minutes, and then goes, right, if you've enjoyed me, here's all of my mates and their shows. And he literally does like 12 people. He'll go, Lauren Patterson is at the Gilded Balloon at 7:00. Mark Nelson is at the wherever at 8. Adam Rowe is here, and he does that, and he doesn't need to do that.
So a lot lower level comics do it, but he's above that level.
Yeah,
he knows that that's a massive.
He's just it's a noticeably sound thing.
John Bishop.
So yeah, I'd love to roast battle him.
Like the when you get to that level of like you're a fucking comedy superstar and your sound, John Bishop. So sound, like a nice guy. Yeah. Like people do have this, like Adam said, in Britain we don't like people to do well. I think we do. But the higher you get, you've got your fans, otherwise you've not got there. Yeah. But as soon as you're above the parapet, the higher you go, more people can see it. We're getting it with some of the videos online. The more people view them, we're, in theory, having more people watch our stuff. But it's also getting more like, who the fuck is this? Because, we've like pissed them off for in it. That works in celebrity, doesn't it? The more famous you get, the more people have a chance to go, well, I'm not into it. Yeah,
my favourite thing is when someone on the internet thinks it's like the biggest insult in the world that they haven't heard of you. Like, no, you think you're funny in that, right? But I've never heard of you. And it's like, I'm fucking gutted. Darren from fucking Coventry. I'm really gutted, mate.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a thing this week, didn't we?
Talking about those Facebook videos.
We had a...
You knew it was going to be Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew it was coming. It wasn't going to be on Insta. It probably wasn't going to be on Twitter.
We we pissed off a load of racist dars, didn't we? Not dads, dars. Pissed off a load of fucking gammon. I don't want to stereotype, right? But all racists look the same. Like they really fucking do.
They really do.
They're the exact same person. Well, this isn't even funny, right? And I bet they all take fucking dick off black people because they clearly love black people, and they just why aren't they taking the piss out of everyone? Why are we taking the piss out of white people? You haven't listened to this podcast? We take the piss out of every fucking cunt under this sun. Watch our back catalogue. You fucking gimps.
What did they call us? Black Lives Matters, knee-taking puppets. That was it.
Yeah.
Here's an idea for anyone with links with big tech and the EDL and BNP. Develop an app for racists so they can spell quicker on Facebook comments. It would do so well. Yes, it's a niche market, but if you could just help them channel their anger against people who aren't racists and people of ethnic minorities quicker and more efficiently using correct spelling and grammar, that would be tremendous because
it would help us out a lot, wouldn't it?
This is how bad it got. Because our fans started taking the piss out of them. This is how brutal it started getting. It started getting to the point where I started feeling bad for some of the racists. because when someone can't spell or write a message properly, and like spelling mistakes that you're like, if you don't check back, and we've all done it, we've all mistweeted and everything, and it's annoying on Twitter because you can't delete it. You've got to kind of ride or die. But you're like, oh my God, if you write that there, the whole thing doesn't make sense. And you look like a massive spanner. And there was one of them, and he's really keeping on going for it. And he's an horrible piece of shit, you can tell. And then everyone's like, mate, do you want to check the spelling? And you can tell, like, he's going, I'm not going to check the fucking spelling. and he's getting more annoyed. And then he's still getting typos. I'm like, oh my God. I actually felt bad for him because if you cannot construct a sentence if you just are that bad at it, I was like, is he special? He might be special. Is it a racist special? I don't know. Oh, fucking brilliant.